We're back on Up North at 4. I'm joined by Beth Hansen from Hansen's Garden Village. How are you doing today?
I'm great.
Good. So today we're going to talk about spring gardening. I know that's probably not on people's minds right now because of the weather.
It probably is on people's minds. At least we're seeing that. I think having such a cool spring, a lot of people are really anxious to get some growing happening. So maybe they're doing some things in their home. They started some tomato seedlings, that kind of thing. We definitely are seeing an uptick on interest out at the greenhouse. So
tomorrow, I know something's, or Saturday you said, something's starting at the village. Tell me about that.
Yep, so our annual bare root sale starts on Saturday. So that's non-potted plants. So apple trees, blueberries, shade trees, hydrangeas. We get them shipped to us from Bailey Nursery in the Twin City area. And so they're not potted. We get them sorted, tagged. A lot of people have pre-orders that we're pulling. And then whatever isn't pre-sold is available starting Saturday morning. These are dormant plants, so they can be planted now. So that's if people are ready to go, now's a good time to get that stuff and get it in the ground. It's also a lot cheaper than potted, so it's a really good deal. We have strawberries, asparagus, rhubarb, a lot of stuff. So
it sounds like this is a bit different from last year's growing season. Is that right? Yeah,
so it warmed up really nicely in April, almost too warm at first. And so people started purchasing plants a lot sooner and they were able to get in their gardens sooner. But then there was a late frost over Memorial Day weekend. So this year's a lot different. People are holding off on purchases unless they have a greenhouse at home or a warm place that they're keeping things. So we're definitely growing the stuff, but it's staying in our greenhouses a little bit longer until people are ready to come. But that's what we do, so we're always prepared for whatever the weather is in spring.
Okay, so it sounds like people are gonna start gardening pretty soon. Do you have any specific tips for them to be successful?
I would definitely try to do some things that aren't going to be where you're freezing your stuff. So don't plant outside just yet unless it's the right kind of stuff like bare root or maybe things that have been growing outside already. Warm, tender vegetables and annuals, it's not ready to go outside. So watch the weather. Sometimes if you need a little bit of spring, there's definitely some cooler temperature annuals like pansies, things like that you would be able to have outside and maybe protect it if it is going to get really cold. So we're watching the forecast always.
Tell me about the upcoming events at Hansen's Garden Village.
So we always have a lot of planting classes. We're doing a Just for Kids Mother's Day planting class next Thursday, 2 different times, so kids can come out and make planters for their mom or grandma, stepmom. We also have patio planter classes, lots of really fun, unique container classes as well. And then we're doing a really fun special event on May 14th with the Rhinelander District Library. It's called Reading and Seeding. We're having the author of Papa Chuck's Garden, which is Cindy Pesic. She's coming to read her book and do a book signing. So if people want to purchase her book, she'll sign it. And then her and Papa Chuck, which is her husband, are going to be doing a planting activity with us. The Rhinelander District Library is doing a tower garden this year, and so they need help getting their seeds started. So we're going to be doing that. And so it's a family event, so it's free. You don't have to sign up. Just come that day. Lot more information, you can call us or look at our website or contact the Rhinelander District Library as well.
Okay, well, it sounds like there's really something for all ages coming up.
Yeah, we have a petting zoo on Mother's Day, so that'll be fun. Hopefully it won't be rainy like this weekend for the next weekend. It's a really early Mother's Day, so you got to think about that. It's already next Saturday, next Sunday, so.
Okay, are you excited are you going to be participating in these events at all yourself?
Oh, yes. So my mom and I teach most of the classes, so it's always fun to do that with her. And just we're unpacking a lot of new products all the time, so we're getting our general store set up. The plants are starting to move in there. We grow 95% of what we sell, so people are worried, when are your plants coming in? They're there. They're growing, and they'll be ready when the weather is ready for people to take it home with them.
Okay, Beth, well, I think we covered everything. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
People should definitely try to make it out to one of these events.
Yep, and there's more information on our website, which is hansensgardenvillage.com, or you can call our office.
Okay, thanks for coming on the show. We will be back in just a few minutes. Students at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology are busy doing groundbreaking research every day. One PhD candidate is in the midst of a unique research project involving Milk's favorite cookie.
It's the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or is it Oreology?
Probably about 6 months of doing tests, and I think we went through about 20 boxes of Oreos.
There's no wrong way to eat Milk's favorite cookie, but Crystal Owens, a PhD candidate in mechanical engineering, prefers twisting them, and she was frustrated the cream filling was never evenly distributed on both sides.
I really wanted to perfect the taste, which means that you have a little bit of cream and you never get a bite that's just wafer.
After a lot of twisting and testing, she and her team of researchers came up with this, the Oreometer, to optimize the Oreo eating experience.
Before I tighten it all the way, I'm going to start loading in the Oreo clamps.
The 3D printed device uses pennies and rubber bands to create a scientifically perfect split.
The Oreo has broken.
But the result still wasn't even.
We want it to happen, but the physics doesn't let that happen.
I could not have predicted any of this. There we go.
They think the manufacturing process has something to do with it, and they say the solution is in the wafers.
If there's texture on the inside, then when you twist it, you should be able to get cream on both sides. It's like an easy fix.
They've yet to hear from Oreo, but their study was published in the journal Physics of Fluids. And if a cookie can get more people interested in science, they say that is what makes their research fulfilling.
If people take inspiration from this study to just find the maybe kind of silly questions around them and just put them to scientific study.
As much as she loves Oreos, her next project has nothing to do with cookies. Instead, she's going to look into whether or not you can tune the fluid mechanics of ice cream to make it not drip on a hot day.
Conrad, I don't think I'd have the patience to do all that stuff.
Yeah, me neither. But those Oreos do look good. You know what else looks good? The next week.
Yeah.
I know we're still going to be below average in temperatures, but overall just some mostly cloudy skies today and more rain back in the forecast by tonight and into the morning hours. This will be a very light rain, and then some heavier rain starts moving by the weekend, and it will be lasting into beginning of Monday time frame. So our 7-day does show a very active weather pattern with below average temperatures, but better temperatures are on the way.
All right, thanks, Conrad. Thank you, guys. We'll be back here at 5.